Crimson flower. Great tree moon. Field of revenge. With the capture of Aryan Road complete, the Imperial Army moves to invade the kingdom capital. They plot to send troops toward now vulnerable House Fraldarius territory and plan to attack Ferdiad from two sides.
All right, we're on the last time we can actually look at the monastery and whatnot. This is the last time we get to train, get to do things like that. We need to stock up on whatever we need to have to go into battle. Last month, man. Let's do this.
So, Aryan Road has fallen. Rodrigue, I swear that I will not allow your death to be in vain.
The scouts have just now returned. Seems the Imperial Army is marching toward the kingdom capital. Are you certain about this, Dmitri? As king, do you think it wise to intercept them yourself?
No need to worry yourself. Even if I am defeated, the Blathed bloodline will live on. And the kingdom's territory has never been rich in resources. If the castle falls under siege, our loss is inevitable. I will deploy my army onto the plains and wait for the enemy. Please, position your forces so that they can flank the Imperial Army.
Yes. Given the present situation, making the plains our battlefield is a logical choice. I have no objection. However,
there is only one person I am after. I have no interest in any other prey.
I will take you at your word. Erasing the other child's existence is my task, and mine alone. I will get you back, Mother. I promise.
What do you think, Lady Edelgard? Will they shut themselves inside of Ferdiad?
They will try to intercept us. Of course, Ferdiad will not fall so easily. Even so, if we were to cut off their supply line with a large army, it would eventually fall. It makes much more sense for them to wager everything on a victory at the Tailtean Plains. The same plains where the so-called divine Seiros defeated Nemesis, the King of Liberation, in a comeback victory over 1,000 years ago. And about 400 years ago, the hero Lug created the kingdom by defeating the Emperor of the time on those very plains. Their goal must be to recreate that scene.
Yes, I suppose so. Although the Imperial Army is powerful, if we were to compare the strength of our best to the best of the Knights of Seiros, we would likely come up short. The Kingdom's army and House Blathed are also renowned for their unmatched persistence. On the battlefield, it can be assumed that their one and only goal will be to strike you down.
Are you telling me to stay off the battlefield?
Naturally. You are their aim, Your Majesty. You must know it only makes sense to keep you out of their reach.
And you must know that, at a time like this, I absolutely cannot withdraw.
Of course I know that. That is why I will refrain from asking you again to stay away from the battlefield.
The Immaculate One, descendants of the 10 elites, and other extremely fearsome foes await us. But with the help of our friends, we have a chance of defeating them. We're the only ones who can. Within our group, I am included among those with the kind of strength we need to win. I absolutely will not remove myself from the front lines. Professor, you have that same strength as well, whether or not you realize it yet. Please, don't get yourself killed trying to protect me. Until the very end, we'll survive this trial together. Understood?
So once we wipe this battle, I think that's it for the war. Most part. So I think when I do another playthrough on Maddening, I know how I'm going to sort this out. I did a terrible job upgrading.
I must continue.
I want to explore next week. Heavy armor, deal axe. Axe need B+. Actually, I might be able to get them up to that. These are the B. His issue is heavy armor. I think I can get these two up by doing a seminar. I'm not ever gonna get him up. Sword. Axe and sword's probably a lot better.
This experience is critical.
Seems simple enough. I see how this works.
Seems my practice is paying.
Axe and heavy armor. His axe. Riding. Never be able to get that. Be like starting Immortal Savant.
You're quite... I appreciate... Alright, we're gonna explore.
I'd like to ask you something. I see.
Didn't like that very much. Ow.
What an interesting way of looking at life. Ah, it is you. Just at the right time. Oh, is it nighttime already? I must have gotten carried away. There is something I wanted to discuss. Something about you. I am starting to believe that you are a true hero. You hold the Lost Crest, you wield the sword of the Creator, and you lead everyone in battle against great enemies. Not only that, but you are a strategist. You stand alongside rulers, supporting them, advising them. You do not seem particularly ambitious, and yet you accomplish so much. I am not exaggerating. Everything I said is true. I have been reading about the history of Fargus, you know. The kingdom's founder, Lug, the king of lions, had 2 advisors. One of them was Pan, the undesiring strategist. According to historical records, Pan wanted nothing for himself. He devoted himself entirely to Lug. He had tremendous power, but he never seemed concerned about his legacy. So in the old chronicles, there is hardly any mention of Pan's deeds. All that we know is that he helped Lug, his friend and leader. It is not surprising that you have never heard of him. I did not even know his name until recently. But when I watch how you conduct yourself, I feel that I am seeing the unknown deeds of Pan. It is only a thought, of course, but it makes me feel rather happy. Even if it is not in the pages of a history book, a life can be full of achievement. I know that I will never be greater than Edelgard. She will always surpass me. I am what I am. Like you and this undesiring strategist, I will do what I am called to do, even if no mark of me remains in the history books.
All right. Next week we're gonna explore.
Fine. Let's do this.
Yes.
There's one thing taking... There must be...
Yeah, let's kind of do this right quick.
They used to call my father the Shield of Fargus. Now he's gone, and Aryan Road has fallen. Yet the Knights of Seiros remain, as does the Boar. What terrifies me most is his stubbornness. He'll keep on fighting to the last man. He's a monster. I've seen it firsthand.
I wonder what the captain would say if he knew we were planning to take down Lady Rhea. Lady Rhea and Captain Gerald went back pretty far. But hey, it's your decision. Now, onward to Ferdiad.
It seems like armor is a big thing I should have equipped myself with, so I can boost others.
Professor, what should I do? Everyone's acting like this is leading up to the final chapter in a book or something. Is the battle ahead really going to be that climactic? Am I not taking it seriously enough? You think so? All right.
What do you say?
I've been thinking about how we've got our own ideas about justice, and so does the kingdom.
And what's coming?
It's not just about whoever wins will say they were right, and the other side, but nobody's willing to talk or compromise. It won't be an easy battle.
It won't be.
If we win this battle, it will be... Many people are cleaving to this notion, but I wonder if it would really end up as such. Such resolve. I wonder. Or could it be that...
Pardon me. I have a fiancée back home, and I promised her I'd come back alive, no matter how tough the fight gets.
You do that, good sir.
Okay. Boo!
Yeah.
I thought you were going to attack the king. Well, you sure had me fooled. But this time...
Hey, Professor. Greetings, Professor. Now, the time has finally come to set out for the kingdom capital. I thought the same thing last month, but I know it couldn't be helped, but even I wasn't let in. Oh well, let's forget about that. Hello there. Return soon, please.
Welcome!
I think we're gonna send the talisman and stuff like that to others. Ourselves now.
Hey!
Professor, I have worried. When the war is ended, but have I had enough growth to become the ruler? I have gratitude, rigid pride, techniques, and...
We're kind of just skimming through this really fast.
Claude was known as the master tactician. There wasn't a situation he couldn't... Whereas King Dimitri is known as the Tempest King. We still haven't ever faced him head-on. Can we do this? Oh, Professor. We have you, and we have Edelgard. Together, we can overcome even the most formidable foe.
Rumor has it, King Dimitri is always and what's more...
Oh god, I have to, face the dude. I forgot.
That reminds... If the enemy forces come to the Tail Team Plains, that's what's on book type of the library.
Oh, Dedu is so good.
How about Ferdiad, the kingdom capital? I have come a long way. To think, what if I had succeeded Duke Eir as prime? I would never have had all these experiences. Please do not tease, Professor. For now, let us join together.
Hey, I could use a hand.
Yeah, all right. Huh. I feel like I've said that before. All right.
Hi.
Go up here, do this, there'll be a message. Select this other person, probably do the choir portion. And we should be level 10. I'm gonna optimize this a bit more. Guess he wanted to respond telling him to travel.
Before I left the church, something about how she would recover her mother, no matter what. Do you think Lady Rhea's mother is buried in...
That is strange.
Our voices are all...
The utter discord. I cannot
Maybe.
Need something? See you again soon.
Over here, then we'll go upstairs. We gotta talk to Edelgard.
Oh, the Knights, I have faith at the Imperial.
The idea of defeating Rhea is beginning to feel... Some may say that I'm returning her goodwill with... The real problem is a certain someone else. That's right. She was my partner. I can see her coming to slaughter me.
I forgot, Catherine still is there.
We're almost to the kingdom capital of But is it true that Ari... What in the world happened? What is the Seiros Church, really? Fair enough.
I see. Ah, did you want... Sorry, I was a bit lost in thought. My brother had sorted out all his personal affairs. So now I've got a ton more work on my plate. Once this war is over, I'm gonna take a vacation and get...
Professor, once you set out on your next mission, you should eat up while you can.
Okay, I wonder if I can grab this, if this will increase.
Pardon me.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Professor? This month, we will take all of the military force we can muster and advance to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. I have no intention of retreating to Garreg Mach after we've come this far. We will only return after we've conquered Ferdiad and put an end to this war. Be sure to steel your heart and ready yourself for the battle ahead. Are you certain? If so, please help me raise the morale of our allies.
Professor, do you mind if I This army is almost all single men. If the point is, I'm in charge of the infirmary. I get to talk to all sorts of men from all walks of life, all of the time. And yeah, no, not one of these men is infatuated with their caregiver. At this point, you're the only man who pays.
Yeah, I'm spoken for, girl.
When Edelgard first invited me to join, but at my advanced age, I was tempted by the notion of chasing a seemingly 5 years on, the unification of Fod. It may soon be possible to abolish the nobility and create a war. You need not say anything.
go this way first.
That reminds... Over 1,000 years ago now, not long after the Adrestian Empire was founded, the first emperor and his army, with the aid of Seiros, set out on a campaign to the north with the aim of unifying Fodlan. Meanwhile, in the northern reaches of Fodlan, Nemesis, the King of Liberation, raised an army to take down the Empire. Both armies clashed on the Tailtean Plains, where Seiros felled Nemesis. As a result, the conflict ended in a victory for the Empire.
That's right.
Well...
When you think of it, as one approach, the winning side musters their force, while those of the losing side make neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle. Perhaps, but that doesn't make it any...
Times the necessary evil.
Lord Arundel. As long as he exists, Lady Edelgard will... I believe I have explained before that he is the one who commanded the likes of Solon and Kranya. Cornelia, whom we defeated at Aryan Road, was also one of his. An irksome sort. We must not fail to be rid of him. He is a maggot, crawling in the filth of the world, feeding off the Empire like a parasite.
It's going to be an intriguing one how we deal with it.
Yeah.
Oh...
I appreciate...
While I have lived... That look...
Ooh, I would be...
Two extra decks.
I never had it. This would go...
Of course.
This is my...
Eating
Alright, now we're gonna listen to the rest of the support stuff before we go on.
Delicious.
After we end the day. Group tasks are fine. We have a better chance of getting Axe up right now.
What? What?
Okay.
I suppose that...
Wow, his range goes up? Jesus.
Your praise is a... That... Technique.
It is... Oh! How? It is... It is...
Of course. Finally, I notched a win against you. True, it was a narrow victory. When we spar, I feel like I'm revisiting my past. It's like training with my brother. He always won, always, and died before I could win a single bout. From the first time I held a sword, all I wanted was to surpass him. And that's what drove me to become so strong. Perhaps it's absurd to say such a thing, but I've spent all these years training for a duel with a corpse. Perhaps not. I can never again spar with my brother. Not unless he climbs out of his grave. Still, I continue my endless pursuit of strength. Maybe because I have a new opponent to measure myself against. You, obviously. I beat you this time, but when we next cross swords, who knows what might happen. It was a close match, not a crushing victory. I know that I can do better. I will surpass you in strength, and then I'll become stronger still. Just what I was hoping you'd say. Anyway, thank you for helping me find an answer to the question you asked all those years ago.
Thank you.
There's one thing taking...
I'm getting the hang of it.
I'm really getting it.
So good, too. Jesus, both of them with that extra edge. Never gonna really get there. Fortunately, I don't think I'm going to get any of them there.
There you are, Lysithea. I've been looking for you. So, I have a hypothesis about your crests.
I know you're the one who sent me that anonymous letter. There are things we must discuss. Ugh, it sounded like some bizarre love letter.
What? No, of course not. However, I wonder what you would have done if it was.
Now I'm just confused and grossed out.
I'm sorry, but that is not the overall topic of discussion. Do pay attention.
Pay attention to you? As though anything you say is worth listening to. It's not like you can tell me anything I don't already know.
You don't have a very positive opinion of your crests, do you? That's why you should listen to me. I've dug through all my books, and there's no record of anyone being born with two crests. You are, to be blunt, an impossible occurrence. For you to have a second crest, it must have been forcibly implanted after birth.
Is that your theory, then?
Yes, it is. To further the theory, if the power exists to implant a crest, then it must be possible to remove one, too. And that is the real issue at hand.
I could have one removed?
That's what Hanneman is working on understanding. I'm helping him with it.
Professor Hanneman.
Based on your reaction, it seems you want one of your crests removed. I don't think I'd give up having two crests if I were you.
Is that so? Even if you'd gone through horrifying experiments, endless trauma, and if you knew that all this pain meant you'd die very, very young? That's what you'd think? You're completely lacking in empathy, so of course you would make such a crass and foolish assumption.
I wish I could get them up one more. That's something we'll have to explore. I wonder if you can remove a second one.
Come on, Bernadetta, open up. Why are you so mad at me? I have no clue what this is about, but I'm sorry.
You have no clue? Don't you remember what you did to me?
No. I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did. You did all kinds of things. But the worst thing was carrying me off. Twice. I thought I might die.
What are you even talking about?
Don't act like you never took me to that place.
What place? Why won't you? Oh, the place with the pretty view. Why are you mad about that?
Because you hold me around like a piece of luggage.
Again, why are you mad about that?
Don't act all surprised. How would you feel to be yanked around like that?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was just excited to show it to you. Maybe I went a little overboard. I'm real sorry about that.
You are? Well, I hope you understand now.
I definitely do, and I feel awful about it. What can I do to make it up to you? Anything you want. I want to show you how seriously sorry I am.
Well, all right. I'd like you to, bring me to that place again. But promise me 2 things first.
Anything.
No carrying, no pulling around. Treat me gently.
Sure, of course. No problem. But that was 3 things, not 2.
That was 1 thing. Be gentle, okay?
Yeah, oh, okay. Sorry. What's the other thing?
I want you to promise not to take anyone else there. Only me.
All right, I can promise that. Seems a little strange, though. Why do you care?
Come on. If you really want to apologize, hurry up and take me there.
Right, on it. Here we are. Oh, look at that gorgeous sunset.
This is it. The same view. After all that time inside, the sun feels like it's piercing right through me.
This little bit of sunshine? You really gotta get outside more. From now on, I'm gonna take you to all sorts of different places. I promise I'll be gentle, and I promise I won't take anyone else. Just you and me, all right?
What? But... okay. But if you get sick of me, I'm sorry ahead of time.
What? Good one, Bernadetta.
Okay, time to do this. We're doing experimentation. Let's take a look at this one and see if it does any better. Maybe, just maybe we can get something that's remotely close.
There is still more to... Seems simple enough.
I'll get it. Think? That... I think I'm...
I have a feeling I need to get race heavy armor up. next playthrough on my own character.
You are...
Do you have a minute, Professor? I gotta talk to you. I've been thinking a lot about those brigands with the scorpion tattoos, and I realized something. I mean, I'll feel better if I get this off my chest, right? Okay, listen. I can't deny who I am. I know you were right 5 years ago when you told me not to chase after that suspicious guy. But I still can't get over the possibility that he might have hurt those kids. I would have regretted not stopping him for the rest of my life. There's no way I could forgive myself. It sounds awful to say, but the safety of those kids is more important to me than the knights we lost. I'm sorry, Professor, but I can't promise that I won't disobey your orders in the future. I know, it's too big a risk to keep me around. I won't cause a fuss. I'll just pack my bags and... Wait, what? I guess so. You're really okay with me sticking around, even if I might not always follow orders? People could get hurt if you let me keep doing things my way. Just like that? I almost can't believe it. I really struggled to come to this decision, you know? I want to stand by your side, but I won't stop standing up for what I believe in. I know I might cause trouble for everyone, but I just, you know, I give up. I've got nothing else to say. I should have just kept my mouth shut. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Professor. Thanks for accepting me for who I am. I'm glad I get to keep fighting by your side.
Alright. See if we'll have to do any upgrades and go from there.
Hey, we did...
Seems simple enough.
One step before the next step. Guess all that time wasn't wait.
I'll make good use of...
Oh, what the hell? I thought... What? I thought this was the last one. Oh, the 26th I can do one more seminar.
still a long way to go.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now.
One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love, as well as I love her.
Yes, no doubt about it. Okay. Oh, Ferdinand? Damn.
How could this...
Thought we might get lucky.
I've set my...